Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Today's video is going to be everything that happens in life is to help you grow into the person you were born to be. This video is going to be more like on the spiritualistic side of things, but I'm going to cover a couple different areas like relationships, breakups. It could be career, it could be business in general. I'm going to try to cover everything. So with that being said, again, this is from a spiritualistic point of view. You need to understand that the easiest way to even articulate what it is I'm trying to say in the first place is if you were broke. So let me give you like a personal example, okay? Later or earlier in time, I was broken up with a girl that I thought was going to be like the one, like the absolute love of my life. When this girl broke up with me, I went out of my way to start studying relationships, dating, pickup, attraction, attachment styles, human behavior, human psychology, like in dating, and just how women operate or how women think, how men think, and like the dating principles. So that breakup was the catalyst for me to be able to teach you guys the knowledge and the experience that I have gained over time. So right there then, that looking back, that breakup shaped me into the man that I am today. A man that's now trying to help other men learn from my mistakes and learn the proper principles between men and women when it comes to dating, okay? So right there then, that should also, let's give me another example. Let's say that you wanted to get into like the entrepreneurial scene. So for example, me was back in 2016, my first company was called Black Tip Marketing. That did not succeed, that business failed. Right? But I took what I learned from that business and the failures there, I took that pain and I went out and I spent even more money on different courses and education and books and videos and whatnot, learning how to just start a better business. And then fast forward with Cerberus Marketing, here I am. So I didn't quit back then. So in either one of these situations, you can look back in time and you can see that everything that happened to you, that person that came into your life, that girl that you thought liked you but ended up not like ignoring you when you reached out on a date, or that relationship with that girl that ended up breaking up with you, or that business that you wanted to start that ended up failing, or that business that you started that you ended up getting bored with but then you found a different life path that was more fulfilling and succeeding for you. Everything that happened to you in the past happened for a specific reason, and the man or woman, depending on who you are watching this video, that you are today is because of what happened in the past. I am someone that has a growth mindset. So anytime, men especially, anytime I experience pain in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to do what I can to learn how to solve that problem so I never experience it again. So that's actually, people will do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure. So if you are getting broken up with, right, if your partner breaks up with you, that should show you that, hey man, the universe is telling you, like, you're in pain for a reason. Like, you're doing something wrong. Even if it's not your fault in that relationship, it's your fault because you could be with somebody that's toxic, that's emotionally or physically abusive, and you might be hanging on to that relationship because your inner critic, your belief is, I don't think I can find someone who's better, and this person that's physically abusing me reminds me of what happened to me in my past from my parents, and that's all I know. So then by you choosing to exit that relationship, hopefully you go into like therapy or you start studying relationships and dating, and then over time when you get into a healthier relationship, because you will, if you've learned, you can look back and say, you know what, I don't ever want to experience that again, but I feel like that needed to happen, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So I'm a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair. So I was hit by a drunk driver about 6 years ago when I was 22. I woke up 1 week later, 23. So I woke up one day after my birthday. Now, I don't know why it is that I'm still alive. I don't know why it is that I'm still here, but I am extremely paralyzed. Mine starts in my neck. That's an incomplete injury. So like, I'm left-handed. I can't use my left hand. I can like raise it. And then my nerve damage here. But then everything underneath my chest, I can't move or feel ever again, because I have what's called a complete injury at T2 for all you nerds out there that know anything about the spinal cord. So with that being said, when people see a guy like me in a wheelchair that lives in a, I live in a brand new 2,400 square foot house by myself. I drive a 2022 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. My last car was an M4 competition. I have a long-haired European German Shepherd, a Serbian dog. He's from Serbia, a very expensive show dog. When people see a guy like me in a wheelchair, absolutely living his best life, thriving, going out of his way to work on his social skills and confidence, go up and talking to every pretty girl I see, or basically just going out of my way to do the thing that I want to do. Now, how this ties into this video, it's kind of, well, I guess it really doesn't in a way, but if I look back, would I have become this person that I am today if that drunk driver didn't cause this injury? Because anything can happen, you know, and when there's that quote, everything happens for a reason. Well, if that was the reason, then I'm the man that I am today because of this injury. As much as I want to wish anybody to be in a wheelchair, I'm not going to complain. You can ask anybody that knows me. For the most part, I'm doing fucking awesome, man. Like, this sucks, but I'm doing awesome. It's not, there's a lot of people in wheelchairs that have that victim mentality of, oh my God, I can't believe this happening. My life is going to suck. It doesn't. I mean, I work for myself. I've hooked up and dated multiple girls in a wheelchair. Like, so dating isn't a problem for me, like most people think. You know, I work for myself because my life's more expensive now, so that's cool. I'm literally sitting here filming a video trying to teach guys how to live better lives so they don't make the same mistakes that I've made. Can you see? I'm doing pretty well, and if this is the result, if me getting in a wheelchair is the what needed to happen to shape the person I am today, then I'm not going to complain about that. Okay? So then let's go back to like the relationships, man. Let's say that you're in the dating world and you're someone who is like, you've got a lot of anxiety. So this is from experience. I have anxiety. I think I oscillate between like secure and anxious. Well, the more girls you go out and approach, and the more girls that you get phone numbers from, and the more girls that you try to set up dates with, and you end up getting told no, which is going to be a majority of them, your anxiety is going to start going down less and less over time. That's because you're conditioning your body to realize that even though this girl doesn't want to be with me, I'm still living my life just the same way I would if she didn't want to be with me. You never want to chase somebody that doesn't, or what's that? You don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you. So the more you experience this, the more you start practicing infinite patience. Because I know at this point in time, it's only a matter of time before my next like love of my life comes into my life. I say this all the time, men and women are replaceable. Everybody in life will have several partners at some point in time. So that right there is not me being egotistical saying, yeah, he's fucking replaceable. That's just the reality of life. There are so many people out there that would love to be with you. And it's your job, if you're single, to go out and find that person that would want to be with you. Okay? So then, if that's the case, if I'm sitting here dating people and I keep getting rejected and I keep getting ghosted or told no, or I just want to be friends, or maybe I'll go on a date with you and that usually never ends up happening, which is why I never recommend you go on a maybe date. Eventually, all it takes is one yes from one girl for a relationship to bloom into something great. That's all it takes. So if we look back then, all of these rejections that I'm going through and getting, they need to happen, because if they don't happen, I'm never going to find that girlfriend or my potential next wife or the love of my life. Okay, you have to, and this is why I help teach men how to have better mindsets, how to have more confidence. I just teach them dating dynamics and social skills in general, because too many men rely on swiping on dating apps that they're too much of a sissy to go up to the girl that they find attractive in person, who could end up being the next love of their life. But they're never going to know, because they would rather sit back and have girls swipe left and right on them. These guys right here let life happen to them. I want to help guys learn to let life happen for them. And this is why, again, the quote, everything happens for a reason. Everything in the past happened so you could become the person that you are today. The more heartbreak you go through, the less it's going to hurt. The more heartbreak you go through, the more times you get broken up with, the better you're going to become at healing and moving on. The more women you go up and talk to and approach, the easier it's going to be to talk to any girl you want and potentially, like I said, the next love of your life. The more times you get rejected, the less you're going to care. The less it's going to hurt you. The less like mentally you're going to be in your head, if that makes any sense. So right there then, like every time something bad happens to you, or even good that happens to you, it happened to help shape you into the person that you need to be today. And that could be, whether that could be advancing in your career, that could be starting a business, that could be going on dates, getting in relationships, working on your mindset, becoming a more confident person if you're someone that doesn't think you're good enough. Everything that you do in the past is shaping you. And I keep saying that because I want to beat this point in your guys' head. I want to beat this point in your head. In order for you to become someone that you're meant to be, it is literally your birthright to be the best person that you can be. To have the best relationship that you can have. To be the richest that you can be. It's your birthright. But you're never going to get there if you don't go out and experience bad times that could be the most painful thing you've ever experienced, because you need those failures or successes to shape you into the person you are today. The more times you get rejected or the more times you fail, you're going to be, I always think pain in general is the number one motivator to becoming a better person. We do more to avoid pain than we do to gain pleasure. So the more times you experience pain, you're going to go out of your way to learn how to not get in that same situation, which is literally shaping you into becoming a better person. So that's going to be the video right there, guys. Listen, if you see a link in there's 2 links in the description if you see both of those. The first one's going to be my new book on how to teach guys about dating, how to go on dates, how to get girls' numbers, how to last in long-term relationships. That's finally available. There's a video on the next page that's going to explain exactly how that book is going to help you get better at dating and long-term relationships. I'm not going to go into it on this video like I've been doing in the past. I have a full video that explains it. And then also, if you see a link down below, that means a second link, that means my personal coaching times are available for you. If you want to work with me personally, you want to fast track your way. I typically help people when it comes to personal development, mindset, confidence, living in abundance so you're not like in a negative, miserable state all the time. And this could be like life mastery, whether that's in anything personal with dating, relationships, or whatever it is you're trying to work on life-wise, or it could be in your career or business too. Okay, since I work for myself, I can help people when it comes to starting and growing a business. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay.